we're back together again. That's it's been a bit of a roller coaster for us the last few weeks. We're together, we're not together.
Much like the US election, we had a roller coaster throughout the day, didn't we?
We certainly did, and an upset result. If you can find us a roughie like Donald Trump, what did he get out to?
$11 in play, I believe.
Jeez, and I'm happy to concede I thought he was 400 to 1 at one point, but
you did stand up in the office and say Hillary Clinton has won the election.
Probably don't give away the state secrets of what happened to headquarters, but anyway, you want to do that, that's up to you. But we'll go to the races now, and we'll start with the Markovina free-for-all. Of course, this was shifted to the Friday night program to accommodate some of those Eastern Seaboard horses. Victorian horses headed over to Perth for the Inter-Dominion Series. I don't think you're going to find us a drumpf here. Hector JJ's a very short price favourite. I think he's a dead set, certainly, and I think we feel the same way about it.
Yeah, yep. Look, he's going to be very short for a reason, $1.40 or thereabouts. Restrepo was very good first up in the Yarra Valley Cup, and he can only improve off it. But look, Hector JJ in a bigger field there, as he pointed out to me earlier today, got pretty close to him. Smaller field, he's at worst going to be sort of 3 lengths off him at the 600, and he should just reel him in. But in saying that, it's still just a lead up to the Inter-Dominion. It's not game day yet, so I wouldn't be piling all my money into $1.40. But I agree that he's definitely the horse to beat.
What about, he opened at $1.70, didn't he?
Yeah, well, that would be the right price.
A bit of sugar for somebody. Now, Restrepo's a major danger.
Yep.
The other one I thought, can Yankee Rockstar make a big step up, third up from a break, or do we feel he's just not quite going well enough at the moment to feature in a race like this?
I'd probably lean down that second path of thought that he's not quite going well enough, but he could improve. All
right, so we get through that terrific feature at Lord's Raceway on Friday night into the Saturday night Metropolitan program, and what a program it is. We'll go through the quaddy league, some really high quality racing here, kicking off with the Casey Classic, which is essentially the Melton Plate, 4 and 5 year old race, Group 2 level for $50,000. Brought together a full field. Tricky race, Cruise Bromac, your favourite. Which way are you headed? I think you don't mind Don't Hold Back.
I like him each way. Heavily backed Cruise Bromac, 260 into 210.
Right.
So off the map with tab fixed odds, Cruise Bromac. I like Don't Hold Back. I think that he could be first down to the pegs, and if that's the case, he's a genuine each way chance, around $2.80 a place. Even if he's not first down to the pegs, I still rate his high speed as good as anything in the race. So I know he's a 4-year-old taking on the 5-year-olds, but I'm happy to have an each way bet on him at $10. Obviously, Cruise Bromac, Tack Tape, Mr. Wickham, they're the big guns. Ego Dan's racing really well and a lot better. They're all somewhere thereabouts, but he's the one I want to be on each way. Don't hold back.
Any little splattering of money for Lucky Lombo, who was $61?
Yeah, more than a splattering, 61 into 26. So
61 into 26?
You've got the overs.
I didn't put enough on to get that happening, but I think that was ridiculous, $61. He's a very nice horse. Lucky Lombo needs conditions to suit, of course. They need to run along in the early and middle stages, but they just might do that with a bit of speed off the front line. Second race of the quaddy, it only gets better here. The Smoken Up Sprint. We've got the Markovina on the Friday night, the fast class feature for those open class horses, many of whom are headed over to Perth, is the Smoken Up Sprint. Last year won in phenomenally dramatic circumstances by the reigning and just crowned Australian, or I should say Victorian and Australian, I think, horse of the year, Lenny the Shark. Did he draw exactly the same gate?
He did. I was going to say, was that the dorsal fin goes up race? It was when he really put a gap in them. Yeah. It was a big win. He drew the same gate inside the second row. I have no reason to doubt him. He's $1.80 fixed odds. It is his right price. I'm not going to, again, be saying I want to be stepping in and taking all of it at $1.80, but he's clearly has to be on top. He's come back in phenomenal fashion at Menangle. He comes to Victoria on his way across to Perth. He should be winning. Guaranteed, I spoke to Clayton Tonkin early in the week, and he thinks that Guaranteed will be ready to roll this week. So the $4.50 second favourite, I see him as the main danger. Yeah. Bling It On, he's not one of mine. I've probably said that too much, but he's $6. Outside of those, I know you're each way, Major Crocker Man.
Yeah, and that's the question I've got for you. For the speed map, is I think the only way Lenny the Shark gets beaten is if there's no war early. They go around 28 seconds or slower first quarter, and they make it tough for him to get into the race. Is that how you see it, or do you think there'll be a real war early on?
I'm not saying it'll be a real war, but in this quality of race, they'll be going sort of 27 and change early. I don't have very much doubt about that. So even if Major Crocker finds the front, I think he'll still be just that little bit vulnerable late. Yeah,
I backed Major Crocker, and a little bit on Chili Palmer too at the big price. I've got a real soft spot for him this preparation. Third leg of the quaddy is the Bill Collins Sprint, another Group 1 race. This time for the Square Gators, and a really interesting market from Tab here. It's as though Saturday, fallen asleep, woken up, saw one race, and all of a sudden Maori Time's a better horse than Keystone Dell. I know she's very well suited as a short course trip, but I must say I was shocked to see her come up favourite. Is she still favourite?
She is, $1.90 versus $2.40. I kind of get where they're going with it. You look at last week, and I know it's only one race, but that was the middle distance. She was able to lead and out sprint him. We know she's better over the sprint trip. He's drawn barrier 7. She's drawn to lead again. So I can sort of understand where they're coming from, but personally, I think both of us would have had them flip the other way around at very least. Him odds on and her sort of $2.50. So they're probably the wrong way around. On Thunder Road's a good horse, but he'll probably have to park out. I think the Boss Man, if he can get sort of $4 a place, if he sits 1-1, I liked his win last start. He could be back to his best form. I'd be having a place bet on him. But yeah, favourites flipped in an each way bet or place bet on the Boss Man.
Probably the quality goes down a touch for the last leg of the quaddy, but it's a really intriguing race.
One very good horse there.
One outstanding horse. I think I had a little go on him, tiny go on for the Inter Dominion. He's obviously not going to make it there, Jillaby Jagger, but he wouldn't be out of place in the Smoken Up Sprint, would he? So you would think he's definitely the horse to beat. The obstacle, of course, is the inside second row draw. Is he good enough to overcome it?
Well, yes, he is, but does Who Are You just lead flat out? She may well do. There's a little bit of speed up, and Adam could have a crack at her. Shakti Bromack will want to be digging up as he always goes forward, but there's a chance she leads, and if she does and he's right behind her, of course, we'd probably expect him to run straight past her as good as she is. So, yes, he's clear. It's probably one of those ones where you have to split your quaddie. I couldn't say you'd be taking one out through every quaddie. I'd be throwing in, 4 needed if they go really quickly early. He's racing or getting somewhere back near his best. But, outside of those, Who Are You? Maybe an Up and Adam if he could find his best. I'd be throwing into your saver quaddie, but Jillaby Jagger the main.
Just quickly, if you're Jason Lee, do you just hunt up and follow Who Are You and hope for the best over the short course because it's so hard to drop out, or do you take luck out of the equation to some extent?
I'd rather not be Jason Lee.
You look like a Hillary Clinton voter just then. You looked disappointed and confused. Right. Terrific program as we've mentioned. We'll move on from that Friday night meeting. Can you give us a best for Saturday night? It's such a terrific card out of the races that we've just spoken about. Was there one that potentially stands out?
I think Don't Hold Back each way is the way to go.
All right, thanks very much to Blake Redden for his tips for the Saturday night program, and also that Mark Avena free-for-all. Can't wait for that race. I think Hector JJ will stamp his imprimatur on that race and then hopefully go over as the favourite for the Inter Dominion series. But big weekend, and then we head over to Perth. Thanks very much for joining us, and remember, good luck and good punting.